Now, a Today exclusive this morning. After more than 5 decades, a U.S. cruise ship is heading into port in Havana, Cuba. It's one of the biggest commercial steps since last summer when the U.S. and Communist Cuba reestablished diplomatic relations. And the only television journalist reporting live from on board this ship is NBC's Kerry Sanders. And Kerry, I know you've been covering the back and forth between the two countries for a long time. I don't think you ever saw this was happening. Here's Kerry Sanders.
This morning, history is being made as this cruise ship becomes the first in more than a half-century to sail from Miami to Havana. Just 262 miles, but until now, it might as well have been light years. It's the maiden voyage to Cuba of Fathom's Adonia, a ship owned by Carnival Corporation.
We're going to be right at the heart of the city, just a few minutes walk from downtown.
American passengers about to step onto Cuban soil, a country that most U.S. citizens have been forbidden to visit since 1963.
We wanted to be part of history. It's just a really exciting thing. It's an honor.
The Cuba they will see has many Americans anxious to get here before it all changes.
I want to get there before Burger King shows up.
Before Burger King shows up. The voyage almost didn't happen. An old Cuban law still on the books banned anyone born on the island from coming in by sea. Cuban Americans in Miami protested, and the law changed, which is why Ana Garcia, who left Havana when she was 6, is today among a dozen Cuban-born Americans able to take this trip.
I've been waiting 48 years, 8 days and 8 hours. I left on April 24th, 1968. So I've been waiting for a long time, and it still seems absolutely surreal. Excuse me.
Cruising to Cuba comes with restrictions. Passengers can't go to the beach and drink mojitos. With the embargo still in effect, passengers technically are not tourists. They're on an educational or cultural visit.
It's all very new. It's all, it's all happening so quickly, but it's cool to see.
One ship, 700 passengers, but a sign perhaps of more to come.
I've met very few Americans who aren't curious about and really want to go and visit Cuba and experience the culture and the people there. So we see lots of pent-up demand.
We're almost there. I can't believe this. Let's just check. How close are we?
2 miles out, Kerry. We're 2 miles out.
2 miles out. This is a history-making moment. Consider this. When you think about the history of these two countries so far apart, finally coming together, Americans getting ready to step off board the Adonia and step onto Cuban soil, a country that in many ways is frozen in time. This cruise ship will be leaving from Miami, going to 3 ports in Cuba every other week. It's about $1,800. That's where it starts, and there's some other fees because of taxes. But truly a history-making moment, Natalie, and sort of a pinch-me moment. I can't believe that this is finally happening.
It's pretty cool there. Kerry, enjoy it. Have a good time. All right, Kerry Sanders reporting for us.
2 miles out, he should be able to see it.
I know.
That's fantastic.
You wave those little flags.
Who's on the other end of that walkie-talkie?
There's a guy standing next to him.
Our control room.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.